Welcome into Drew's Daily Diamonds for Tuesday, September 23rd, 2025. I am Drew Martin, breaking down the MLB slate of games. 3 Major League Baseball bets coming your way. Let me know in the comments below where you agree, where you disagree. All is welcome. It helps grow the show. Smash that like button if you're liking the content. As we got the last week of the regular season and some important baseball for a lot of these teams we're talking about. First up, let's head to the Queen City. In one of them is the Cincinnati Reds, winners of 5 straight, now tied with the New York Mets for the last wild card slot here in the National League. And Cincinnati's hosting the Pittsburgh Pirates. It's Oviedo on the hill for the Pirates. Brady Singer going for the Reds. Does look like Cincinnati minus 150 as the home favorite, 8 and a hook being the total. I say looks like because I was doing the notes a couple hours ago and they were as low as minus 132. So there has been a bump up here. Now I'm doing the show in the overnight market about 11 o'clock Eastern time here on Monday night. But I like Cincinnati still at this number. I wouldn't be surprised if they get bought up more. Again, winners of 5 straight. They're 10 games over 500 at home. And Singer on the bump. The 29-year-old out of the University of Florida. He's won 7 of his last 9 decisions. He's 5-1 with a sub-2 ERA since early August. So he's riding a hot right hand here. And Oviedo for the Pirates, the 27-year-old Cuban-born pitcher, look, he's got good stuff. He just really only goes 4 or 5 innings a start. And he's really struggling with control. 17 walks in his last 32 innings. He's had 3 or more walks in each of his last 4 starts. I don't think that bodes very well for him. And let's face it, this Pirates offense, yeah, they scored some runs against the A's in their last game, but really they've been one of the bottom in MLB, particularly recently this month. They've just had trouble scoring some runs. So I think Cincinnati here to start us off at home. I think this number is still a little bit short. So we're on the Reds over the Pirates. We got next one up, heading to Philadelphia for the Miami Marlins and the Philadelphia Phillies. 6:45 Eastern time here. Edward Cabrera on the hill for the Fish. Christopher Sanchez, the southpaw, going for the Phillies. Minus 215, that's the Phillies as the home favorite. 7 and a hook being the total. Now the Marlins, another team that's playing good baseball. Winners of 6 straight. They've won 10 of 11. They're still mathematically alive here for the wild card. Fan can hope. It's 76 and 80. Likely going to need to win all of their games and need some help, but they are 4 games out of the wild card with 6 to play. Philadelphia, very likely the number 2 seed. It could happen another, I doubt they're going to catch the Brewers, and they're most likely in the 2 seed in the NL postseason. Now they got Sanchez on the hill, probably second in NL Cy Young Award. In terms of voting, likely behind Skeens. The 28-year-old Dominican's been great this season. 2 starts against Miami have been good as well. The problem with laying 215 is Ed Cabrera for the Fish, the 27-year-old Dominican-born pitcher. Last time he faced the Phillies, he went 6 1/3 and only gave up 2 hits. I already mentioned the Marlins playing great baseball, one of the hottest teams in MLB. They've also been playing really good on the road. They're on the road here in Philadelphia. They got the hotter lineup. And getting plus 180, both pitchers have great past performance against the opposing lineup. And this is a pretty big number on the hotter team right now. Going to take a shot. Miami Marlins, plus 180. Risk 100 to win 180 on the kickback, listing Cabrera as the starter. It's the Marlins over the Phillies. Got 1 game left here for Tuesday. Feel free to comment where you agree, where you disagree. Had a couple questions last week. We'll do a question and answer session as well. So fire anything else in the comments below. Have the recap for last week. It was a great week. 3-0 Sunday in the NFL, plus 3 units. Last week overall, we went 11-6, plus 4 units. We'll take that. It brings the record for Drew's Daily Diamond 231 and 183. That's 56% winners, plus 43.4 units of profit. So hopefully a 2-0, if not 3-0 day on Tuesday. If you're interested in premium picks, check them out. WagerTalk.com, experts page, Drew Martin, $5 Tuesday. Plays discounted to just $5. Great day to check out the website. Drew Martin, experts page, WagerTalk.com. All right, nightcap for the show, 7:40 Eastern time. Battle of second-place teams here. The New York Mets at the Chicago Cubs. Cade Horton going for the Cubbies. David Peterson, the southpaw, going for the Metropolitans. 7.5 being the total. Cubs minus 120 here in the overnight market. Now, the Cubs clinching the playoff spot, like the wild card there. They are clinching the wild card. And the Mets, they've kind of had a rough go of it here in the late summer. The Cincinnati Reds, like we talked about at the top, have kind of caught them. They're tied for this wild card, the last wild card spot in the National League. They got Peterson on the hill, the 30-year-old out of Oregon, the former Duck. Yeah, he has a sub-4 ERA for the season, but he has really been knocked around. Since August 30th, he's made 4 starts. He's given up 28 hits and 21 earned runs in 17 innings completed. That's an 11 ERA. Now he's up against the Cubs, who have smashed lefties. I think this is a tough spot for the Mets starter. And Horton for the Cubbies, the first rounder out of Oklahoma, Boomer Sooner, since mid-July, the exact opposite. He is hot right now. 8-1, sub-1 ERA. He's only given up 31 hits and 58 innings pitched. I think it's a sizable pitching edge here towards the Cubs, both starting pitching and relief pitching. So Cubs just laying the 20 cents. That's the play for the nightcap. That's the best bet for the show as well. Cubs minus 120 over Mets. We got the Marlins, big underdog barking there, plus 180 over the Phillies. And we got the Reds, minus 150 leading us off over the Pirates. That's going to do it for the Tuesday show, guys. As always, thanks for tuning in. Comment below, smash that like button, cash those tickets. Enjoy the rest of your Tuesday.